Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Friday evening, soon to be Saturday morning, or whenever you watch it. We're going to continue with our 1973 retro replay of the World Series between the Oakland A's and the New York Mets using Out of the Park Baseball 20. The A's lead the series 3-1. Mets lost a heartbreaker in the last game when their bullpen imploded in the top of the ninth and gave up 5 runs in a 1-1 game. If the A's win, it's adios Metropolitans. The Mets must win to stay in. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball out of the park style. Remember, as the All-Star break comes upon us, this game will go on sale dirt cheap. I highly suggest checking it out and purchasing it. One low price when it's on sale. You get every season in the major leagues, plus a lot of international leagues, such as Japan, Korea, Italy, so on and so forth. All right, let's get to the starting lineups here. Dave Little's at the ballpark. Hope all is well. He just had a basketball game using Action PC between the San Diego Rockets and the Chicago Bulls. Game 2 of their best-of-3 series. Check it out. Dave Little does an absolutely marvelous job with his basketball and wrestling. So here we go. The starting lineups for the Oakland A's, who lead the series 3-1. Bert Campaneris leading off at shortstop. Joe Rudi batting second in left field. Sal Bando batting third at the hot corner, third base. Batting fourth, Reginald Martinez Jackson. He's in center field. Batting fifth, playing first base, Gene Tennis. Batting sixth, in right field, Jesus Alou. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Ray Fosse. Batting eighth at second base, Dick Green. Batting ninth, towing the rubber on the mound for the Oakland Athletics on short rest, Vida Blue. These are the as-played lineups with the pitching. Vida Blue in 1973 was 20 wins and 9 losses with a 3.28 earned run average. Now, for the hometown Mets, who I will be managing, they must win, as I said, to stay in. Sebastian Stratz at the ballpark. Hope all is well, my friend. How goes everything? Wayne Garrett leads off. He plays third base for the Mets. Felix Millan bats second, and he's at second base. La Grande à l'Orange. Rusty Staub bats third in right field. Cleon Jones bats fourth in left field. John Milner is at first base. He bats fifth. Jerry Grody, the catcher, bats sixth. Don Hahn in center field bats seventh. And Bud Harrelson bats eighth. He's playing short. Jerry Koosman is on the bump for the Metropolitans. He's also on short rest. 14 wins, 15 losses, and a 2.84 earned run average in 1973. So let's get to the ballpark and get on to game number 5. Once again, I will be managing the New York Metropolitans. We're at lovely Shea Stadium. So Jerry Koosman's on the mound. He pitched 7 innings to a no decision in his first start. 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 walks, 4 Ks, 3.86 earned run average in the World Series. Behind the plate, Jerry Grody, 7 out of 10 defensive catcher, 7 out of 10 arm. Wayne Garrett, 7 out of 10 at third. That's very good. Bud Harrelson, outstanding at short, 8 out of 10. Millan, very good at second, 7 out of 10. Johnny Milner's at first, 5 out of 10. He's average. In left field, Cleon Jones, 5 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 arm. Don Hahn's in center, 5 out of 10 defense, 4 out of 10 arm. And the best outfielder, Rusty Staub's in right, 6 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. Though in reality, he had hurt his arm and really couldn't throw the ball in right. Any quick throws that had to go in, he would pitch to the center fielder, basically, and he would throw it in. But they needed his bat in a very anemic offensive lineup for the Metropolitans, who won a very weak Eastern Division in the National League in '73 and then upset the Big Red Machine Cincinnati Reds in the NLCS, with Bud Harrelson having a brawl with Pete Rose at second base. Alrighty, here comes Bert Campaneris. Campaneris in the series is batting .263 with a ribby. Above average contact, poor power, and an average eye. 6 out of 10, bunting for a hit. Corners move in for the Mets. Garrett in at third, Milner in at first. Koosman, 10 out of 10 stamina, 7 out of 10 for the hold. Overall, quality of pitches is average. Movement is excellent. And control very good. Here's the pitch to Campaneris. Corners in. 0-2 count to Campy. Let's see if Koosman can put him away. Pitch homeward bound. Hard hit ball. Bud Harrelson deep short. Long throw. And they get the speedy Bert Campaneris. 1 out. Mets must win. They trail 3-1. Joe Rudi steps to the plate. 2-11 in the series, with 2 ribbies, no homers. Very good contact hitter, above average power. He will go fishing though. Right-handed normal hitter. Koosman will see if he can get Rudi to fish. Trying to hit the inside or outside of the black of the plate. Grody sets a target. Here's the pitch to Rudi. 1-2 count. Rudi in the hole. Swing and a miss. 2 down. Mets throw the ball around the infield. Slider. Down and away gets Joe Rudi. 2 outs. Base is empty for Sal Bando. Bando batting .214 in the series. No homers, no ribbies. Excellent contact, very good power, above average eye, right-handed normal hitter. Koosman rubs up the baseball. He's back up on the bump. Nods his head. Grody sets the target. The pitch to Bando. 3-1 count to Bando. Bando rips a shot down the right field line. This will be extra bases. Staub digging it out in the corner. Bando turning for 2. The throw will not be in time as Bando slides in. A 2-out double. And here comes Reggie Martinez-Jackson. Jackson batting .294 but with no homers or ribbies. Very good contact versus a left-handed pitching. Excellent power and an above-average eye. First base is open. Gene Tennis on deck. He's been quite clutch. .357, 2 homers, 3 ribbies. Let's see if they can get Jackson to chase. Bando slow at second. Koosman deals to Jackson. 0-1. Jackson swings the lumber. Pops it up. Shallow left. Going out is Harrelson. He makes the catch before the on-charging Cleon Jones. What a play by Bud Harrelson. Bando stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless here at Shea. Due up for the Metropolitans, Garrett, Millan, and Staub. Vida Blue on the bump. Quality of pitches average. Overall, movement good to above average, depending against righty or lefty, and control is average. 20-game winner, Vida Blue. Stamina, 10 out of 10. Hold, 9 out of 10. Behind the plate, Ray Fosse. 7 out of 10 catching arm, and 7 out of 10 defense. Bando below average at third, 4 out of 10. Campaneris outstanding at short, 10 out of 10. Dick Green's at second, 7 out of 10 defense. And Gene Tennis, 5 out of 10 at first. In left field, Joe Rudi, 8 out of 10 defender, 5 out of 10 arm. Jackson, 4 out of 10 in center for defense. When it comes to range, that's what I'm talking about. 5 out of 10 arm. And Jesus Alous in right, 5 out of 10 defensive range, 6 out of 10 arm. And here's Wayne Garrett batting .176, no homers, no ribbies. Average contact and power, above average eye. Vida Blue on the season struck out 158, walked 105. Garrett will take. Here's the pitch from Blue to start off the bottom of the first. Garrett in take mode. That's inside, ball 1. Garrett will take again. Fosse sets the target. Blue delivers. And that's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off speed pitch got in. Thrice a Roni, a card collecting treat. How you doing, my friend? Check out that great card collecting channel. Wonderful video he just put up sharing his love of card collecting with his lovely daughter. All right, here's Wayne Garrett, 1-1 count, ready to grip and rip. Fosse wiggles the fingers. Blue kicks and deals, 2-2 count. to Garrett. Garrett rips a shot to left. Drops in front of Rudy. Garrett's going to take a wide turn, and he thinks better. So a leadoff single for Wayne Garrett. Not the speediest runner at all. Only 3 out of 10, though stealing 6 out of 10. And here comes Felix Millan. Millan batting 186. No homers, no ribbies. Excellent contact hitter. We might play hit and run here, and that's just what we'll do, as he has poor power and a below-average eye. There goes Garrett. The hit and run is on. Blue deals. And that's a shot to short. Campaneris only plays the first. And, oh, a nice scoop out of the dirt by Tennis. So 1 out. Garrett's in scoring position. And here comes La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub, batting below 100. He does have a ribby. He's batting .091 for La Grande à l'Orange. 6 out of 10 contact versus left-handed pitching. Below average power and an above average eye. Garrett takes his lead at second. Here's the pitch to Staub. 1-1 count to La Grande à l'Orange. Staub swings, ground ball right back to Blue. He takes the sure out at first. 2 away, advancing to third is Garrett. So 2 outs, and here comes the left fielder, Cleon Jones, batting 188. This is an extremely anemic Metropolitan offense. Contact against the lefty above average to good, 7 out of 10. Power above average, and the eye is average. He's going to take the windup and the pitch from Blue. And that's in. Oh, no! Ball 1. Fosse thought he had the high strike. The man in blue behind him said, no, no, no. 1 ball, no strikes. They're going to give him a green light. 2-0 on the green light. And that is a ball lifted to left center field. Reggie Martinez-Jackson makes the catch. They strand Garrett at third. No score as we go to the top of the second. Due up for the A's. Tennis, Alou, and Fosse to face Jerry Koosman. Gene Tennis in the series. .357, 2 homers, 3 ribbies. Above average contact, excellent power against left-handed pitching, and an excellent eye, 10 out of 10. He is a right-handed pull hitter. The Mets infield will shift left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Millan's behind the second base bag. Koosman kicks and deals to Tennis. A 1-2 count. Tennis in the hole. A hard hit ball past the dive of Millan. Tennis beats the shift. His hot hitting continues. So Tennis is on. Slow runner. Average stealing ability. Here comes Jesus Alou batting .273 with a ribby. Average contact, poor power, poor eye. Right-handed spray hitter. He'll use the whole ballpark. Mets move into double play depth. Koosman goes with a pitch around, seeing if Alou will chase. Full count to Alou. And he does not chase. Oh, boy. So first and second for Ray Fosse, who's batting .308 with 3 ribbies. Above average contact, poor power, and poor eye. Right-handed normal hitter. Koosman shakes off Grody as the Mets move into double play depth. Harrelson and Millan pinch the middle. Now Koosman nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Fosse. 0-1. Fosse swings the lumber. And that ball's lifted deep. Left center field. Hahn is on the run. He makes the catch. 1 down. Bluffing at second is Tennis, but he goes nowhere. Double play will get them out of the inning. The number 8 batter, Dick Green, the second baseman, batting .231. He's knocked in 2 runs. Above average contact, poor power, and a below average eye. Green, a normal hitter. Again, the Mets go into double play depth up the middle with Bud Harrelson and Felix Millan. Koosman nods his head. Grody sets the target. The pitch to Dick Green. 2-2 count. Green swings. Sends it right center field on the run. Don Hahn. He reaches out and oh! He makes the diving spectacular catch. Holy cow. Don Hahn just robbed extra bases from Dick Green. That is worth a replay, as that is a web gem in my opinion. Here it is. Dick Green bidding for extra bases. Don Hahn on the run, right center field, and he lays out. What a catch. As that ball started to sink away from him, it was a late dive, but it saved at least one run, possibly two, even though Tennis and Alou are slow. You would not start a relay team with those fine gentlemen. And here comes Vida Blue. Blue getting his third at-bat in the series. He's 0 for 2. He is a pull hitter. Here's the pitch from Koosman. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. And he lifts one down the left field line. Cleon Jones on the run. He makes the catch. The side is retired to a standing ovation here at Shea for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless here. Game 5. The A's lead the series in our retro replay 3-1. If the A's win, they will clinch at Shea. If the Mets win, they get to play another day. Milner, Grody, and Hahn do up for the Metropolitans. John Milner is 0 for 13 with 2 ribbies. He's an extreme left-handed pull hitter, average contact versus left-handed pitcher, and above average power and eye. Blue picks up the sign from Fosse. He kicks and deals to Milner. 1-1 count to Johnny Milner. Milner swings a lumber, and that's a base hit up the middle. And John Milner gets his first hit of the series. He's 1 for 14. Sitting dead red. Fastball really didn't move too much. So here comes Jerry Grody, the Mets catcher, batting .375 with 2 ribbies. Average contact. Very poor power. And he will go fishing. Hit and run on. There goes Johnny Milner. Here's the pitch to Grody. Grody swings. Hard hit ball to Bando. Bando fires to Tennis. 1 away. Bando moved very nicely to his right. Bobby Cantillano's at the ballpark. How the heck are you, my friend? Hope all is well. So with 1 out, Johnny Milner's in scoring position for the center fielder Don Hahn, who made that fabulous diving catch. Hahn batting .167. No homers, no ribbies. Average contact versus left-handed pitching. Poor power and an average eye. Milner's slow when it comes to speed, but stealing ability, 8 out of 10. So if he gets a good read, he can go. Here's the pitch to Hahn. 1-0 count. Hahn swings. Ground ball right side. Green moves to his left. Throws. 2 down. Advancing to third. With 2 outs, John Milner. And here comes Bud Harrelson. Batting .286. No homers. No ribbies. Can pick up his first RBI here and put the Metropolitans ahead. Control contact above average. Power 1 out of 10. That's poor. Eye 6 out of 10. Above average. He's a spray hitter. He'll choke up a bit on that bat. On deck is Koosman. Let's see if they pitch to Harrelson or they will walk him. They're going to pitch to him. 2-2 count. Harrelson. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Way out in front of the off-speed pitch. We go to the top of the third. Still scoreless here in Game 5 at Shea. 1973 retro replay of the World Series. They strand the runner, Johnny Milner, at third. Due up for the Athletics, top of the order, Campaneris, Rudy, and Bando to face Jerry Koosman. Again, the corners will move in. Campy's a 6 out of 10 bunter for a hit. So Garrett in at third, Milner in at first. Koosman looks in at Grody, nods his head. The pitch to Campaneris, 0-1, Campy swings. And base hit up the middle. Nice piece of hitting by Campaneris. He's definitely a base running threat. 9 out of 10 speed, 9 out of 10 stealing ability. Bobby Cantillano at the ballpark says, doing okay, Al. Hope you're well also. Well, thank you. Joe Rudy, who's 0 for 1, comes to the plate. Poor bunter, so he's not going to do that. Koosman, 7 out of 10 when it comes to holding runners on. He'll throw over to first. Campaneris was leaning a low throw. Nice scoop out of the dirt by Johnny Milner. Koosman, again, peeks to first. Mets will play double play depth as Harrelson and Mian pinch that middle. Koosman will pitch out of the hold set. Gets the sign from Grody. The windup and the pitch to Rudy. Rudy, soft liner to Harrelson. 1 down. Quickly getting back to first is Bert Campaneris. So 1 out, 1 on for Sal Bando. He is 1 for 1. Bando, right-handed normal hitter. Mets again go to double play depth. Once again, Kuzma will pitch out of the hold. Grody pounds a mitt, sets the target. Pitch homeward bound to Bando. Bando swings at the first pitch. High to center field. Coming in a bit is Hahn. He makes the catch. 2 away. The fans loving it here at Shea. And here comes Reginald Martinez Jackson. He is 0 for 1. No homers, no ribbies. And Kuzma and the Metropolitans want to keep it that way. On deck, the hot-hitting Gene Tennis. Milner continues to hold Campaneris at first. Kuzma will throw over. Campy dives back. Again, a low throw. Milner playing with some fire there. Kuzma looks to first. Now in at Grody. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Ground ball. Milner. First takes it to the bag himself. Side is retired. The fans at Shea stand once again. Kuzma tips his cap to them as he goes to the dugout. Bottom of the third, scoreless here at Shea. Game 5 of the World Series 73 replay. A's lead the series 3-1. The A's win, they're champs. The Mets win, they live to play another day. It'll be Kuzman, Garrett, and Mian to face Vida Blue. Jerry Kuzman's 0 for 3 in the series. He'll be taking the pitch from his counterpart, Vida Blue. That's inside, and he catches the corner. Kuzman looks back at the umpire. He wants that same call on the changeup. 0-1. Kuzman chokes up on the bat. I think Blue's going to come with some heat now. He nods his head. Fosse sets the target. Pitch to Kuzman. 2-2 count. Kuzman grounds the Bando, who throws high, but Tennis makes the catch. Steps on the bag. 1 away. Kuzman took that ball out of the catcher's mitt, for God's sake. So 1 out, top of the order for Wayne Garrett, who is 1 for 1. Here's the pitch to Garrett. 2-2 count for the Met third baseman. Garrett swings. Shallow fly ball center. Jackson coming in. Makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Felix Mian. He advanced Garrett his first at-bat on the hit and run. He's going to take. Here's the pitch from Blue. Ball in the dirt. Fastball is very low. 1 ball, no strikes. Mian to take again. Blue delivers again. Strike! Low inside corner. 1-1 count. Mian looks down to the third base coach. Steps back in the box. Choking up a bit. Looking to slap that ball to the outfield. He awaits the Blue offering. Here's the pitch from Vida Blue. 2-1 count. Mian swings. And that's a pass. A hit past Bando at third as he lunged for the ball. Speak of the English, Al. The inning stays alive with a 2-out single by Felix Mian. And here comes La Grande a l'Orange. Rusty Staub now batting .083. Rusty's got to come out of it, folks. The Mets fans, his teammates, waiting for the Rusty to break out in a big way. 2 outs. Mian will be off at first on contact. Tennis is holding him on. Blue pays no attention to him. His full attention is at Rusty Staub at the plate. Fosse wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Staub. 0-2. Staub in the hole. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Staub was way out in front of the breaking pitch. We go to the top of the fourth. The tension rises with each out. This is an elimination game for the Mets. There's no score. Due up for the Oakland Athletics. Tennis, Alou, and Fosse to face Jerry Kuzman. Tennis is 1 for 1, now batting .400. Right-handed pull hitter. The Mets will shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Kuzman nods his head. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch to Gene Tennis. 3-1. And Tennis walks. So a leadoff walk for Tennis. On base for a second time. Very slow runner, average base stealer. Here comes Jesus Alou. He walked his first time up when they tried to induce a ground ball double play. He would not chase. Right-handed spray hitter. Mets move to double play depth up the middle with Harrelson and Mian. Milner holding, tennis on. Koosman peeks to first, picks up the sign from Grote behind the plate. He kicks and deals to Jesus Alou, 2-1 count. Alou swings, ground ball. Mian to Harrelson to Milner. Double play, great job of inducing the double play ball by Koosman as Alou pounds the ball into the dirt. So 2 outs, base is empty for Ray Fosse. The A's catcher 0 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Koosman works quickly to Fosse, full count. Fosse, shallow fly ball to right, Staub coming in. He makes the catch and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. The Mets fans come to their feet. Again urging on the Metropolitans to victory. It will be Cleon Jones, Johnny Milner, and Jerry Grote to face Vida Blue. Jones is 0 for 1. Blue's ready. He kicks and fires to Jones. Cleon Jones swings at the first pitch. Ground ball. Bando moves to his left. Fires to tennis. 1 down. Bando showing good agility there at third. And here comes Johnny Milner. He's 1 for 1. That was his first hit of the series. He's now 1 for 14. He does have 2 ribbies. He awaits the blue offering. Pitch homeward bound. 2-0. Green light for Milner. Oh, he grounds it right back to Vida Blue. Over anxious on that pitch. And he's shaking his head. He got the fastball and he topped it. So 2 outs, base is empty for Jerry Grote. He is 0 for 1. On deck, Don Hahn. Grote's going to try to get Blue out of his rhythm. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Grote gets the green light. 1-2 count now. He swings, pops it up. Bando, Campaneris, Bando, and it's Bando calling off Campy. We go the top of the 5th, still scoreless at Shea. Game 5 of the 1973 World Series Retro Replay using Out of the Park Baseball 20. The A's win, they're champs. The Mets win, they get to play another day as the A's lead the series 3-1. Here's Dick Green, was robbed of extra bases by a tremendous web gem catch by Don Hahn in center. And we're going to move our corners in. He's a 6 out of 10 bunter for a hit. Garrett in at third, Milner in at first. Grote sets the target. The pitch to Green. 1-1 count from Koosman. Oh, a hard hit ball past the dive of Johnny Milner as he was playing in. So Dick Green is now batting .267. So Green is at first. Most likely Vida Blue will be bunting. The corners will move in. They'll have a wheel play. And hopefully, if the bunt is not good, they'll be able to go to second. So corners will move in again. Garrett in at third. Milner in at first. Koosman deals to his counterpart Blue. 0-1. The bunt. Milner fields it. Throws to Mian on the wheel play. They get Blue at first, but advancing to second is Dick Green. Vida Blue goes back to the dugout to high fives. He did his J.O.B. top of the order, Bert Campaneris. Campy with a base hit could possibly score Dick Green, but he is not fast. He is slow. Campy's 1 for 2. The big windup and the pitch from Koosman to Campaneris. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball, third. Garrett looks the runner back, fires to Milner. 2 down. Green got a little yippee there at second. Garrett thought about firing to second as Mian was closing in behind Garrett towards the bag, but he took the sure out at first. Smart play by Wayne Garrett. So with 2 outs, Joe Rudi comes to He's batting below 200, does have 2 ribbies. He's 0 for 2 today. On deck, Sal Bando. Koosman takes a deep breath. He rocks and deals to Rudy. 0-1. Rudy swings the lumber. Sends that ball deep to right center and gone! 2-0 Athletics. Good God almighty, did he crush that. 409 feet. And the joy in Mudville has just been deflated on the Joe Rudy blast. Oakland takes a 2-0 lead. Good gosh almighty. Boom goes the ball, and Joe Rudy touched them all. A fastball that went right down the heart of the plate, and Rudy deposited it out of the ballpark. Let's watch that one more time. Listen to the sound. Boom! And gone. You can just see the right fielder actually just turned. That is hilarious. If you look at the little guy he turns, while Han was giving chase, he actually just turns. That is hilarious. Watch it one more time. Watch. Now see the right fielder. He hands on his knees. Watch this. I just noticed that. That is so funny. Here we go. Replay. Watch him turn. And then he turns and he just looks. 2-0 A's. So 2 outs, base is empty. Mets in a 2-0 hole now. And here comes Sal Bando, the third baseman's 1 for 2. Bando, right-handed normal hitter. Koosman needs to get this third and final out. Jackson's on deck. Here's the pitch to Bando. Full count from Koosman. Hard hit ball past the dive of Milner into right. So the Athletics getting to Koosman with 2 outs at the ballpark is T-Dub from What's Blazing in Sports. Check out that absolutely marvelous boxing channel. And here comes Reggie Jackson. He is 0 for 2. Milner holding on Bando. Will Jackson go? Boom goes the ball. Koosman rubs up the baseball. Puts it back in his mitt. Back up on the bump. The windup and the pitch to Reginald. Martinez Jackson. 0-1. Reggie swings. Sends that ball. Left center field. Han on the run. And he makes the catch. The side is retired, but damage done on the 2-out homer by Joe Rudy. 2-0 Oakland. We go to the bottom of the 5th. If the A's win, they are World Series champions. They'll take the series in our retro replay. 4-1. The Mets must win 3 straight games to take the series. Jack Dawson is at Shea Stadium. How the heck are you, my friend? And Fanomatic is also here. He says, let's go Mets. Well, the Mets are taking it on the chin once again. So here's Don Hahn, followed by Harrelson and Koosman. We might actually go pinch hitter here. Let's just get... In reality, as I have the numbers, Jerry Koosman would get the win. He would be 2-0 in the series, and McGraw would get the save. Koosman would go 6 1/3. McGraw would go 2 2/3. The Mets bullpen has killed them in this series, along with their horrifically anemic offense. Vida Blue only went 5 2/3. The Mets did not use a pinch hitter in this game. So, again, we can go on our own volition because we can't really control what the A's do. I can set the lineups properly, but then it's the PC engine. All right, let's get for the Mets. There's no tomorrow. All hands on deck. McGraw stunk. Has been stinky inky. Let's get Harry Parker up. Capra 386. Let's get Harry Parker up. And Ray Sadicki. If you've been watching our 64 Card and Dice World Series replay with the Yankees and the Cardinals, Ray Sadicki had an excellent year in 64. Let's get him up the lefty. All right. So here's Don Hahn, 0 for 1. He'll be taking. Here's the pitch from Vida Blue. Mets need a base runner. Inside, ball 1. Hahn wants to get on. He'll bring the tying run to the plate. He'll take until he gets a strike. Fosse sets the target. Blue deals one more time. And that's strike one. Hahn didn't like the call. He thought that breaking pitch was low. So a 1-1 count. Hahn's ready to grip and rip. A's outfield straight, infield and outfield straight away and normal. Blue kicks in, deals to Hahn. 1-2 count. Hahn swings, and he sends a weak fly ball left center field. Rudy makes the catch. 1 down. That hung up there for a year. Rudy had plenty of time to trot over. The Cubs, the Bears is at the ballpark. How the heck are you, my friend? He says, out of the park. Gold standard of sports simulations. Ain't nothing better. Ain't nothing even close. I agree. I love many games, but there's a lot of people who, for some reason, doubt this game. And that's fine. I disagree with them. Some of them are my good friends. I disagree with them. You can play as played. You can do that if you want. And that's what I do with a lot of my seasons now. All right, here comes Bud Harrelson. The Mets have 3 hits, but nothing to show for it. The A's have 6 hits. The 2-run homer in the top of the 5th by Rudy has given them the 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch to Bud Harrelson. Full count to Buddy. Harrelson, ground ball. Campaneris moves to his right, throws to first as smooth as a cucumber, or as cool as a cucumber, as smooth as silk. And there are 2 down, and Jerry Koosman comes to the plate with no runners on. How many pitches has Jerry thrown today? 80. He threw 134 4 days ago. Parker and Sadicki continue to warm. We're going to let Koosman hit. He'll stay in the game. Koosman will swing at the first. Vita blue offering. And ground ball right side. Backhanded by Tennis. He races to the bag, steps on it, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-0 Oakland. Koosman back up on the bump. Try to get him through one more inning. Made one mistake. That one mistake, a 2-run homer to Joe Rudy. Parker and Sadecki will sit down in the pen. Parker the righty, Ray Sadecki the lefty. Here comes Tennis, Alou, and Fosse. Tennis is 1 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Mets infield will shift left, outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch from Koosman to Tennis. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. 1 down. Mets throw it around the infield. The crowd is silent, though. The air definitely went out of them on the 2-run homer. As Dave Little says, as cool as the other side of the cucumber. Or pillow, or something like that. We're going to narrow it down between all of us. All right, here comes Jesus Alou. He is 0 for 1, right-handed spray hitter. Koosman deals quickly to Alou. 1-1 count to Jesus. He swings, and that's a shot to center. Jesus at first with 1 out. He runs in mud. And here's Ray Fosse, the catcher. 267, 3 ribbies. He's 0 for 2 today, though. Mets will get their bullpen back up. Parker, the righty. He's ready. Just soft tossing. And Sadecki, the lefty. And he's ready and soft tossing. Mets move to double play depth up the middle. Milner holding Alou on. Here's the pitch to Ray Fosse. 0-1. Fosse swings. And that's a big... Oh! Base hit to left. Wayne Garrett will think about that in the offseason if the Mets lose this game. Probably should have dove for it. Thought he could have reached it. He lunged, he reached out, but the ball got by him. So it's first and second, 1 out, and here comes Dick Green. Green is 1 for 2. Parker is ready. On deck is Blue. Sadecki's ready. Kuzma will get one more batter. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Dick Green. Green swings at the first pitch, and a base hit to right. Staub puts a charge on it. Throws to the plate. Oh, my Lord, he is out by 4 miles. What a throw by Legrand a la Rusty Staub, and that brings the Mets fans to their feet. Alou is gunned out as Grody applies the tag. There are 2 down. Runners at first and second. Let's watch that over. Now again, in reality, Rusty Staub had hurt his arm. He would have never made that throw. He had a hurt arm in the World Series. He actually couldn't really throw the ball overhand. But they kept him in the lineup because he could still hit and there was no DH. He would actually underhand toss it to the center fielder who would then throw the ball in. They had it all worked out that Don Hahn would immediately be running over. Anything hit to right with runners on, Don Hahn, he was off to the races towards Rusty Staub. You can actually find highlights of that. I've seen it. So here comes Vida Blue. Let's watch that great throw by Staub one more time. So Green picks up his second hit. Staub puts a good charge on it, 2 hard hops, and look at this strike to the plate. Alou runs through the stop sign, and he is gone. He's out by 5 years. And here's Vida Blue. 1 out, 2 on. 2-0 A's. Kuzman deals quickly to his counterpart, Blue. 2-0 count. Blue grounds to short. And Harrelson races to the second base bag, steps on it, and the side is retired. And that breathes some life in the Mets fans. Parker will sit down. Most likely, we got to see who we want coming in the game, as I think that's about it. Kuzman threw 134 pitches 4 days ago in a no decision, and he's thrown 94 today. So I think he's going to be all done. Top of the order, Garrett, Mian, and Staub. Mets trail by 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Vida Blue's thrown 65 pitches so far. 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 Ks. Garrett will take until he gets a strike. Blue pours one in. Ball 1. Garrett will take again. Blue kicks and fires. That is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball got in there. Garrett chokes up just a little bit on the bat. Fosse wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Blue obliges. Here's the pitch to Garrett. Full count to Wayne Garrett. Ground ball, second. Green has it. Throws to tennis. 1 down. And with each out, the Mets fans get quieter and quieter. Here's Felix Mian. Mian is 1 for 2. Green light right off the bat. 1-0 count. They want Mian to get a base hit. Grounds to Campaneris. Fires to first, 2 down. And here comes Rusty Staub, who threw Alou out at the plate. Legrand a la is batting .077. Can he go yard and cut the lead in half? Left-handed batter. Facing the lefty. Vida Blue. And before we do anything, let's get Parker back up. And let's get Sadicki back up. Here's the pitch to Staub. Full count to Legrand a la Rusty swings. And that's a base hit past the dive of Campaneris into center field. So Staub picks up a hit. Tying run comes to the plate in Cleon Jones, who's batting .167. He's 3 for 18. No homers, no ribbies. In 1973, Cleon Jones had 11 homers and 48 ribbies with a .260 batting average. Right-handed, normal hitter. Power above average, contact also above average, actually to good. 7 out of 10 for contact, 6 out of 10 for power. Staub is being held on by Tennis. 2 outs. Blue picks up the sign from Fosse. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. Jones swings at the first offering. Oh, it gets away. Staub goes down to second. Jones checked his swing. And the Mets fans again have something to cheer about. Down by 2. 2 outs. Staub in scoring position. The count is 1 ball, no strikes. Will Jones have the green light? Johnny Milner on deck. Green light for Jones. 2-2 count. That ball gets away again! Vida Blue is all over the place. Staub goes down to third. The count goes full. Base hit will score Staub and cut the lead in half. Parker and Sadecki are ready. Fosse went out to have a word with Vida Blue. Blue, the 20-game winner, takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Cleon Jones. Full count. And he walked him! First and third, 2 outs. Tying run at first and Cleon Jones. Go-ahead run at the plate and Johnny Milner. Parker and Sadecki are ready. Let's sit them down. I don't want to tire them out. We do play with the warm-up rule. Can Johnny Milner do it? He's 1 for 2. He's going to take. Blues all over the place. Ball 3 inside. How long will the A's stick with Vida Blue? Milner to take again. Oh, he throws over. Diving back is Cleon Jones. Milner to take. Blue deals. Ball 2. Milner puts the bat on his shoulders. Staub takes a slight lead from third. Jones a slight lead from first. Fosse pounding the mitt, imploring Blue to hit it. Here's the pitch to Johnny Milner. 2-0 count. Oh, again he throws over. Good move by Blue. Diving back is Cleon Jones. If he gets picked off, there will be Harry Carey in the stands here at Shea. Milner awaits the Blue offering. Pitch homeward. Ball 3 inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Will Johnny Milner get the green light? Jerry Grody's on deck. Milner will not. He will take. 3-0. And there's a strike right down the middle. A kill-me-off speed pitch. 3-1. Now Johnny Milner still in the driver's seat. Rusty Staub's at third. Cleon Jones at first. 2-0 Oakland. Moment of truth for the Mets. Milner looking to tee it high and let it fly. 3-run homer would give the Mets a 3-2 lead. John Milner had 23 homers and 72 ribbies with a .239 batting average in 1973. A bead of sweat down Blue's forehead. He nods his head. The big windup and pitch to Johnny Milner. Full count. And that ball's lifted. Center field on the run. Jackson at the track, and he makes the catch. Johnny Milner just got under that one. The Mets strand 2. We go to the top of the 7th. 2-0 Oakland. Top of the order, Campaneris, Rudy, and Bando. Jerry Kuzman's thrown 94 pitches. Campy is 1 for 3. Parker gets up again. And Sadecki. Kuzma will get 1 batter. Corners move in. Campaneris, an above-average bunter when it comes to bunting for a hit. Garrett in at third. Milner in at first. Here's a pitch from Kuzman to Campaneris. 2-2 count to Campy. He swings. Grounds it to Garrett, who throws a Milner. He threw it low. Great scoop out of the dirt by Johnny Milner. 1 down. As Phantomatic, a huge Mets fan, a little explicitives in the chat. As the Mets blow. And here comes Joe Rudy. He bashed a 2-run homer off Kuzman. He's 1 for 3. One hit that 2-run blast to right center over 400 feet. And that's it. They will go with Harry Parker. So Parker will come in to get these final 2 outs here. Sadecki will sit down the lefty. Harry Parker, as he does his warm-up tosses, was 8-4 with 5 saves, striking out 63, walking 36, 3.35 earned run average. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings in the World Series in our retro replay. 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks. That's a 7.36. The A's bullpen has not. The Mets bullpen has not been bueno, as Dave Gardner has now switched allegiances to the Oakland A's. Here's Rudy. Again, he had the 2-run homer. That's why the A's have the lead. Parker has a word with Grody. Grody back behind the plate, squats down, sets a target. Pitch, homeward bound to Joe Rudy. 2-0 count. Rudy's going to get a green light. He's going to swing. And he punches that ball to right. Nice piece of hitting by Joe Rudy. A 1-out single. And here comes Sal Bando. Jackson on deck. Sadecki quickly gets up again. He will face Jackson. And Buzz Capra, oh what a wonderful life, gets up in the pen. He starts to throw. He's a righty. Bando, right-handed normal hitter. The Mets look to turn 2 up the middle with Harrelson and Mian. 1 out, 1 on. Parker nods his head. He kicks and deals to Bando. 1-1 count. Bando swings. Sends that ball center field. Hahn on the run, on the run, on the run. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Retreating to first is Rudy. Remember, Don Hahn made that absolutely marvelous catch on Dick Green, robbing extra bases and an RBI. Kept the game a scoreless game at the time until the Joe Rudy homer in the top of the 5th. The 2, and here comes Reginald Martinez Jackson, and here comes Ray Sadecki. Lefty-lefty matchup, so it'll be Sadecki as Parker gives up a single, but does get 1 out on the fly out to Hahn. Sadecki in 1973, 5 wins, 4 losses, 1 save. Struck out 87, walked 41, 3.39 earned run average. Against left-handed pitching, quality of pitches, 6 out of 10. That's above average. Movement, good, 7 out of 10. Control, 5 out of 10. So Sadecki looking to get the 3rd and final out. Rudy's at first. Milner now playing behind him. Rudy runs in double extra mud. Slow. And here's Jackson, who's 0 for 3. Grody wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Reginald Martinez Jackson. 2-2 count to Reggie. Reggie's going to swing the big lumber. And he goes the other way. Lazy fly ball to shallow left. Jones makes the catch. The Mets bullpen does its job. We go to the bottom of the 7th as they play Take Me Out of the ball game. The Mets trail 2-0. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. As the Mets fans trying to rev up their beloved Metropolitans, you gotta believe Mets, was their battle cry in 1973. It'll be Grody, Hahn, and Harrelson, and probably a pinch hitter. Well, it will be a pinch hitter. Capra's ready. Let's sit him down. If they get to Sadecki, the pitcher. Grody is 0 for 2. He'll take against Vida Blue. There's the pitch. Ooh, ball. He held up. He checked his swing. 1 ball, no strikes. Green light to Grody. Full count it gets to. And Grody grounds the deep short. Campaneris fires low, and Tennis scoops it out of the dirt. 1 down. Mets still stuck on 4 hits. Here comes Don Hahn. Hahn's 0 for 2. On deck, Buddy Harrelson. Buzz Capra is going to get back up. And with no tomorrow, Tug McGraw will get up. Though McGraw has not been good at all. Alright, here's Don Hahn batting 143. Green light. 0-1 count to Hahn. Will he get a hit? And Hahn shoots 1 to left. So they give Hahn the green light. He took the first strike. The next one he lines sharply to left. Tying run comes to the plate, and Bud Harrelson If you're thinking home run, let's take a look. Don't. He didn't have any. It would have to be a hurricane gust wind for Bud Harrelson to knock it out of the ballpark. On deck is Sadecki, the pitcher. Capra is ready. He will sit. McGraw continues to warm. And that's it. Vida Blue goes out. He can only win it. He can't lose it. He's responsible for Don Hahn at first. He leaves with a 2-0 lead. Daryl Knowles comes in. And let's just see. Daryl Knowles actually came in the game. Then was followed by Raleigh Fingers. So Daryl Knowles, he pitched a third of an inning. In 1973, he was 6-8 with 9 saves, 3.09 earned run average, 44 walks, and 46 strikeouts. Control issues I see. Though he has 5 on it. He's average control, excellent movement, but below average stuff. So Harrelson's going to take. Here's the pitch from Daryl Knowles to Buddy Harrelson. Oh, he's a side armor. Strike 1. Whoa. Harrelson's got to swing away now. Hit and run with 1 out. Harrelson. Oh, it's a nubber. It's in no man's land. Harrelson digging for first. The throw. Not in time. What? Harrelson goes a second. Throw to first. Did they get him? Yes. Oh, man. I thought we had an infield hit. Hahn moves to second. Harrelson and the first base coach are protesting, but they're not changing the call. Ray Sadecki will not bat. Buzz Capper will get up once again. Make sure we have a pitcher ready. We will go to our bench here. Ed Kranepool. 5 out of 10 contact. Knowles is a left-handed pitcher, though. God damn it. Kranepool is a lefty. George Theodore. Kenny Boswell. 227. Ted Martinez. 255. 1 homer. Tuffy Dwyer. Martinez is a righty. He's got a 5. So Ted Martinez, who did pinch hit in the last game, actually scored the Mets' only run before the Mets bullpen tied it in the bottom of the 8th at 1-1. And then the bullpen imploded in the top of the 9th. They gave up 5 runs. Ted Martinez will pinch hit for Ray Sadecki. As Capra is ready, McGraw continues to warm. We're going to sit Capra. He should still be ready. We don't want to tire him out. And here's Ted Martinez. He's 2 for 2 as a pinch hitter with a ribby. Oh, he knocked in. He knocked in the run then. All right, so can he go 3 for 3? He represents a tying run at the plate. Ted Martinez in 1973 batted .255 with a home run and 14 ribbies. Average contact, poor power, poor eye. Knowles still on the mound. Martinez will take. Here's the pitch from Knowles. Side armor, ball 1. Martinez will take until he has a strike. Knowles again, the sidearm delivery. Strike 1, outside corner. The Mets are chirping from the dugout. They did not like that call. So it's a 1-1 count. Hahn's at second. 2 out of 10 speed. Martinez ready to grip and rip. 2-2 count to Ted Martinez. He swings. He drives this ball deep to right. And making the catch is Alou. Oh, Martinez hit it on the screws. Alou with a great jump. Reaches up, makes the catch. You could see the Mets fans rising to their feet and then slumping back down to the stadium chairs. The side is retired. We go to the top of the 8th, 2-0. Oakland Athletics. Buzz Capra. Now he's got to warm up. That stinks. McGraw is ready. It's Tennis, Alou, and Fosse. We're bringing in Capra, though. Martinez, now 2 for 3 in the World Series. He's hit the ball quite well. Lines out to deep right. And Alou. So Buzz Capper will come in. He'll get a few more warm-up tosses before the inning, so he should be good. McGraw will sit down, as there are 1, 2, 3, 4 righties, and then the pitcher who's left-handed. And here comes Buzz Capra. 2 wins, 7 losses, 4 saves, 3.86 earned run average, striking out 35, walking 28. Quality of pitches below average overall, movement above average, and control is average. He'll face Gino Tennis, who is 1 for 2, currently batting .375, 2 homers and 3 ribbies in the series. Right-handed pull hitter, the Mets infield will shift left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch from Capra to Tennis. Full count to Gino Tennis. Ball 4 inside. Will the Mets bullpen continue to poop themselves? It looks that way. Quickly they get McGraw up. Once again. Here's Alou. Alou is 1 for 2. Spray hitter. Mets move to double play depth. This could be the final batter for Capra. They're not going to waste too much time with Buzz Capra. Buzz Lightyear Capra. He throws to first. Tennis dives back. He almost threw the ball away. Mets pitchers are having trouble throwing over to Milner at first. Again, Capra looks to first. Now in at Grody. Nods his head. He rocks and deals to Alou. Double play depth for the Metropolitans. Fly ball. Lazy fly ball to left center. Hahn moves over. Makes the catch. 1 down. And here comes Ray Fosse. McGraw will sit. Dick Green on deck. Fosse and Green are both batting .313. Fosse with 3 ribbies, 1 for 3 today. Again, the Mets infield moves to double play depth. Harrelson and Mian pinch the middle. Milner holding Tennis on. Capra looks towards first. Bluffs, but doesn't throw. Now his full attention is the Athletics catcher at the plate, Ray Fosse. The windup and the pitch from Capra to Fosse. Fosse swings at the first offering. He sends that deep left field on the run. Cleon Jones, left center field, and he makes the overhand catch. 2 down. Retreating to first again is Gene Tennis. And here comes Dick Green. Green is 2 for 3. Thought he had a ribby. But Staub threw out Alou by 5 years at the plate. On deck, the pitcher, Knowles. Capra deals quickly to Green, full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Side is retired. Capra gives up the leadoff single and then gets the Athletics 1, 2, 3. 2 fly balls and a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is getting late for the New York Metropolitans. They trail by 2. And they're down 3 games to 1. Knowles is still up on the mound, and it'll be the top of the order for the Mets. Garrett, Mian, and Staub. Garrett is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Garrett. 1-2 count. Garrett's in the hole. Mets need to get someone on. And he goes down looking. Can't pull the trigger. Fooled on that slider that came back on the inside of the plate and caught the corner. So 1 out. Felix Mian's up. He's going to take. Mets need a runner to bring the tying run to the plate. Taking all the way. There's a strike. As Knowles continues to pour in the strikes, Mian's ready to grip and rip. 0-1 to Felix. Fosse sets the target. Pitch inbound. 3-1. Hitters count. Ball 4. Great job by Felix Mian. Rusty Staub comes to the plate. The fans rise to their feet as one. Anxious moments here. This could be the Mets' greatest opportunity. Staub finally got another hit. He's 2 for 14. Now batting over 100, did pick up a ribby. Or had a ribby with no hits. Or with 1 hit, excuse me. 143 for La Grande à l'Orange. Again, Staub in 73. 15 homers, 76 ribbies. Green light all the way for Rusty. He swings at the first pitch. Ground ball. Campaneris to Green. To Tennis. And the moans and groans of the Mets fans as they rose when Staub hit it hard, but he bangs into the double play. Top of the 9th. 2-0 Athletics. They are 3 outs away from taking the World Series 4 games to 1. And pinch hitting For the pitcher Knowles is Pat Bork. Bork, Bork, Bork. And it'll be Campaneris and Rudy. Pat Bork in 1973, 190 with 2 homers and 9 ribbies. He's 1 for 3 and 2 ribbies in this World Series replay. So it's going to go lefty, righty, righty. Capra will stay on the mound. McGraw gets up once again. Starts throwing. Here's the pitch to Bork. 1-2 count from Capra. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It has been a wonderful life so far for Buzz Capra on the mound. Here comes Bert Campaneris as they play Zorba the Greek here at Shea. The corners move in to protect against the bunt. Capra, he's ready. Nods his head. Grody sets the target. The pitch to Campaneris. Campy swings at the first. Capra offering. Ground ball. Harrelson moves to his right. Throws to Milner. 2 down. And here comes Joe Rudy. The reason why the Athletics have a 2-0 lead. A 2-run homer with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. He crushed it 406 to right center. The only mistake that Jerry Koosman made. Buzz Capra looks to buzz Joe Rudy now. Shakes off Grody. Now he nods his head. He kicks and deals to Rudy. Oh, will swing at the first pitch. Popped up. Harrelson's calling for it on the outfield grass. At short, he makes the catch. Buzz Capra has been quite good. But will it be good enough? We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last call. Last call for alcohol. At 2, you're through, literally. The Mets need to score 2 to extend the game, or 3 to win it. And here comes Raleigh Fingers, the Athletics closer. Fingers is 1-0. He's pitched an inning and a third. He's given up 1 hit. No runs, no walks, no Ks. In 1973, Raleigh Fingers was 7-8 with 22 saves, a 1.92 earned run average. He struck out 110, walked 39. It will be an uphill battle for the Metropolitans. Tug McGraw is ready. He will set. The Mets need 2 to tie. They trail 3-1. Here comes Cleon Jones. And Fingers, quality of pitches, above average. Movement, excellent, 9 out of 10. Control, very good, 7 out of 10. You got to be ready to swing that bat at the pitch. Here's the pitch from Sir Mustache to Neon Cleon Jones. Jones in the hole. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. The Mets down to their final 2 outs. The A's 2 outs away from the World Series. Dave Gardner, an honorary captain in the A's dugout, saying, "Fingers, baby, fingers." And here comes Johnny Milner, the first baseman, 1 for 3, left-handed batter. Fingers nods his head. Bork's now in at first. Let's go through to see if Kubek's in at third. So they've gone better defense at the corners. Kubek 6 out of 10. Remember, Bando was only 4 out of 10. And Bork is a 6 out of 10. And Tennis was 5 out of 10. Other than that, everything's the same. Fingers deals to Johnny Milner. Full count to Johnny Milner. Milner sends his ball deep. Right center field. Gone! Johnny Milner has pulled the Mets to within 1. Unbelievable. Johnny Milner. The fans rise to their feet. Hope is not yet lost. As Milner will touch the plate, boom went the ball, and Johnny Milner will touch them all. The biggest home run he's had all year. Let's watch that again. As Jerry Grody will come to the plate, Johnny Milner crushes a ball. He was sitting dead red. That fastball did not move. Here's a Johnny Milner home run once again. Fastball. Johnny Milner crushes that ball to right center field. 423, hit it farther than Joe Rudy, almost in the identical spot, but farther. And it's 2-1 A's. As Phantomatics screaming, boom goes the ball. Honorary coach and captain in the Metropolitans dugout. And here comes Jerry Grody. Grody is 0 for 3. 5 for 17 with 2 ribbies in the series, 294 batting average. Don Hahn's on deck. Fingers needs one more out. Two more outs, excuse me. 2-1 ball game. The crowd's abuzz. He deals to Grody. 2-2 count to the Met catcher. And he catches him looking. Oh, my Lord. Fastball outside corner. Set it up with a slider on the prior pitch. The Mets down in their final out, and it's Don Hahn. Hahn batting 200. And they're going to go to Ed Kranepool, the lefty. So Ed Kranepool will bat for Don Hahn. And if they tie it, Willie Mays will go to center. So here's Ed Kranepool, 5 out of 10 contact, 1 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Eddie Kranepool, the last hope for the Metropolitans in our retro replay for the World Series. 2-1 ball game. He batted .239, 1 homer, 35 ribbies. He awaits the fingers offering. Will the game continue, or will the A's celebrate at Shea? We shall see. Here's the pitch to Ed Kranepool. Kranepool swings at the first pitch, and he pops it sky high. Campaneris in from short. Oh, he dropped the ball! Campaneris dropped the ball! Unbelievable! Bert Campaneris, World Series in hand, drops the ball. He called off Raleigh Fingers, the pitcher, and he dropped the ball. Watch this again. Ball game is over. Fingers wants to catch it. Campy racing in from short. Fingers waiting there. He calls him off, and he drops the ball. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. It's Bud Harrelson, the man who brawled for it all at second base with Pete Rose in the NLCS. Capra on deck, but he will not hit. Dave Little saying, no! Phantomatic can't believe it. The Mets get another shot here, and it's Bud Harrelson. 2 outs, tying run at first is Kranepool. He is slow. Let's just see what positions he can play. First and left. Well, we're not going to take out Johnny Milner, and we're not taking out Cleon Jones. And let's go return. We need to put a faster runner at first. Not that I have many. I believe George Theodore? No, he's awful. Willie Mays, 2. Kenny Boswell, 1. I thought we had 1 fast guy. Jim Beauchamp, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's a 4. Beauchamp's a 4, but I want to use him as a pinch hitter. Ron Hodges is a catcher. Enough said there. He's a 1. And Duffy Dwyer is a 1. Oh my God. I don't want to use 227 Beauchamp, 279. Well, Willie Mays would go to center anyway. And Mays is a 2-speed, 2-stealing. Base running is horrible. This last year of Willie Mays. Kranepool, a tying run at first. 1, 2. Oh God! I can't use Beauchamp because we're gonna have him pinch hit if we get the Capra. As Dave Gardner says, it's a Buckner on the Campaneris drop pop-up. So here's Bud Harrelson. This could be it. Here's the pitch from Fingers to Bud. 1-2 count. Harrelson, ground ball right side. Green's up with it. He throws to first. And that is it. The Oakland Athletics win Game 5. They defeat the Metropolitans 2-1. They take the series 4 games to 1. Mets gave them some anxious moments in the 9th. One provided by the John Milner blast to right center. The other one provided by the Oakland Athletics shortstop, Bert Campaneris. As he called off Raleigh Fingers, he dropped the pop-up, and the pinch hitter, Cranepool, went to first. But that's all forgot now, folks, as Harrelson grounds out to Green. The A's win the World Series of 1973 as it flashes on the boards. Oakland A's 1973 World Series champions. So the Mets bullpen, which actually pitched quite well today, one mistake by Mets pitching, the 2-run homer to Joe Rudi. One mistake by Athletics pitching. Raleigh Fingers served up a flat fastball that Johnny Milner deposited, but 2-1, the A's win. They take the series 4-1. And let's give you the pitching numbers. Vida Blue was 2-0 in the series. He went 6 1/3, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Workmanlike performance. Knowles gets the hold. He won an inning and 2/3, 1 walk, 1 K. Fingers gets the save. Anxious moment, second save of the World Series. 1 inning, 1 hit. It was a home run by Johnny Milner. He struck out 2. Koosman, in 2 starts, goes 0-1. Tough luck loser. 1 bad pitch to Joe Rudi. 2-run homer in the top of the 5th. He went 6 1/3, 9 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Parker, a third of an inning. He gave up a hit. Sadecki, a third of an inning. And Capra, 2 innings. No runs, no hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Player of the game, Vida Blue. Let's go to the Oakland Athletics first, the team that won the World Series here in our retro replay. 4-1. Congratulations. Campaneris, and they'll laugh about the error now. They will laugh about it. He was 1 for 5. Rudi, the big hit, 2 for 5, the 2-run homer. There's all your RBIs. He scored a run, struck out once. Bando was 2 for 4. Kubek came in and played third defensively late in the game in the 9th. No at-bat. Jackson, 0 for 4. He ended up batting .238 in the series. Tennis, 1 for 2. Walked twice, struck out once. Batted .375. Fingers, pitched and not hit. Alou, 1 for 3 with a walk. Ended up batting .286. Fossey, 1 for 4. Ended up batting .294. Green, 2 for 4 with a run scored. He batted .294. Blue, 0 for 2. He was 0 for 6 in the series. Knowles pitched and not hit. Bork was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He batted .250 in the series. The A's, in their Game 5 victory, which clinched the World Series 4-1, 34 at-bats, 2 runs, 10 hits, 2 ribbies, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The A's stranded 8 batters. Now for the Mets, who lost 2-1, and will have to go home with the knowledge, or stay home with the knowledge that they won the National League Championship. Garrett was 1 for 4. He batted .190. Mian was 1 for 3. Garrett struck out once also. He batted .211. Staub was 1 for 4. He batted .133. You'll see a trend here. Cleon Jones 0 for 3. He batted .158. Johnny Milner was 2 for 4 with a home run, a ribby, and a run scored. He batted .118. Jerry Grody 0 for 4, batted .278. Don Hahn 1 for 3, batted .200. Cranepool, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. He batted .000. Buddy Harrelson 0 for 4. He batted .222. Koosman was 0 for 2. Parker pitched and not hit. Sadecki pitched and not hit. Martinez was 0 for 1. He ended up batting .667 as he ended up 2 for 3. And Capper pitched and not hit. The Mets' anemic offense was god-awful. 33 at-bats, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 ribby, 5 strikeouts. They lose the series 4-1. It feels great, like $1 million. I'm so happy right now, not just for me, but for all the guys. Gene Tennis said, "We put a lot of work into this and deserve to be champions." Who was MVP? The team is planning a victory parade and fan appreciation day later in the week. They usually tell you who the MVP is. Let's see. Oakland Athletics have reached. They won 4-1. Gene Tennis was to the point. They didn't say if he was MVP, though. I mean, you could go Vida Blue. Vida Blue is 2-0. Let's see. All right, let's see if we get the MVP. Let's leave the game. And let's finish today. Before we leave, let's go to playoff coverage. This is a wonderful game. It's going to go on sale. Collectaholics at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful card collecting channel. This is going to go on sale soon. I highly recommend it. It's so easy to play. Everyone overcomplicates this game. It's not that complicated. Some people don't like, oh, I don't know what the percentage is. It's common sense baseball. If you have a guy who's a good hitter facing a guy who throws strikes, and you have a guy at first and you want to try a hit and run, and the guy's a good contact hitter, you can try a hit and run. You know, I love this game. Good game. I love all my games. All right, do we get the MVP? MVP! It is Gene Tennis. World Series MVP Gene Tennis. We'll give you his numbers. Gene Tennis batted .375, 2 home runs, 3 ribbies. That basically came in one game. The hitting was still there, but I mean the ribbies and the homers came in one game. But he is the MVP in 73. I think he was the MVP in 72 in actuality. So, a recap as Oakland wins the series 4-1. We're going to go quick here. Game 1, Oakland defeated the Mets 4-0. Holtzman got the win. Matlack the loss. And that's where Tennis hit 2 homers. In Game 2, the Mets won 5-4. No, Oakland defeated the Mets 5-4. Another close game that the bullpen blew. Blue got the win. McGraw took the loss. Fingers got his first save. There were no home runs. And I want to say, in that game, the Mets had a 4-1 lead going in the bottom of the 8th. Look at that. That's a killer right there. And their bullpen imploded. And the A's took a 2-0 lead. The Mets were pulled within 2-1. In Game 3, they won 1-0. McGraw got the win. Hunter took the loss. And that was a walk-off walk. And Seaver pitched like a madman in that game. So let's go to the box score real quick. It was a walk-off walk in the 11th. Tom Seaver pitched 10 innings. 5 hits, no walks, no runs, 9 Ks. Catfish Hunter pitched 10 1/3 innings. And he only gave up 1 run on 7 hits, 3 walks, 3 Ks. The winning run was a walk-off walk. I want to make sure I remember. Clutch at bat in the 11th when New York's first baseman John Miller facing Catfish Hunter had a run-scoring walk with the bases loaded. Yep. So we had some wild stuff in this series. So it was 2-1. Then the pivotal Game 4. 6-1. That game was very close in reality. Fingers took the win. McGraw took his second loss. He was 1-2. The Mets tied the game up in the bottom of the 8th. It was 1-1, and then their bullpen imploded. 5 runs in the top of the 9th. They would lose 6-1. Matlack went 7 innings, only gave up 1 run. Sadecki pitched a scoreless inning. McGraw pitched 1/3 of an inning and got hammered, and so did Parker. Together, they gave up 5 runs in the top of the 9th. Thus, the Mets lose 6-1. Another close game. The Mets needed to win. They didn't get it. Thank you, Drinks and Those Things. Hope all is well. Check out that great Game of Thrones channel and much, much more. So now, the Mets were down 3-1 after 4 games. And they would lose the clincher 2-1. So the Mets were competitive in every game, as we just witnessed. And Gene Tennis is the MVP. Blue wins his second 2-0. Koosman had 1 no decision. He took the loss. Fingers the save. Rudy had a homer, the game winner. A 2-run homer. Milner homered in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out to cut the lead in half. So, once again, I hope you enjoyed it. Oakland wins the 1973 World Series in our retro replay using Out of the Park Baseball 4-1 in games in the best of 7. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Watch out for that curveball in the dirt. I thank you all. And you know what's coming, folks. Peace!